folks, hello and welcome to the Gamesline Podcast. We're here. It is episode 93 of the reboot, and it's Summer Game Fest time. Which, no, it's E3. It's E3. I don't care.
Yeah, it will always be E3, even though E3 is just, what's the word?
It's dead. Gone.
Yeah, E3 is dead so that Jeff Keighley could live. He feeds off the dying energy of conventions.
The fact that it's like a physical event still is kind of crazy to me. Like the fact that like there is something to go to, that's wild. Like people are traveling to this and doing it, and I'm like, I don't know. Am I gonna go to Summer Games Fest one of these days? Summer Game Fest? I keep saying games.
Yeah.
It's not games, it's Game Fest, and I don't like that.
Everyone does. It's the most Berenstain Bears of summer events.
I don't like it. Anyway, I'm John. Hello. I'm in charge of the Gamesline website. I'm kind of tuckered out. I don't know why. I'm just fucking bush today. I might be getting sick or something. I couldn't tell you, but we're here to do video game conversations at least.
Yeah.
Lorelai, you're here. You're also kind of tuckered out. You had some stuff going on, right?
Yeah, I'm also a sleepy bitch today. We had a nice little Pride event yesterday, which was delightful. Just a really fun little event, but with a whole lot of rain. But yeah, that always leaves me a little bit exhausted. But it was a good time. It was a good time. But we're two sleepy bitches here to talk about video games.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to wake up over time because there's stuff happened. We could. I didn't game too much. I guess we could maybe just discuss a little tiny bit about what we've been gaming, and then we could just hop into the news because we could just make this the news episode. It's E3, it's Summer Game Fest, it's things were announced, so we've got stuff to talk about. For me, I haven't been doing too much new. I am still chipping away at friggin' Pikmin Squared. I've been there's like a randomizer mode as well as the Louis Quest stuff that I've been doing. I don't know if I talked about that last week, but for those who don't know, yeah, this ROM hack here where they rebuilt Pikmin 2 Pikmin 1 in Pikmin 2. They also added a new mode where you play as Louis, and they redid all of the areas, so it's completely different, completely new areas, and they use some enemies from future Pikmin games. Like I think there's some even from Pikmin 3. Like they made new models for them and everything. Some of it's fun. Some of it's kind of frustrating because they were like, oh hey, what if there was a one of those like long leg enemies where you have to throw the yellow Pikmin at them to reach them, but it had a flat head that squished your Pikmin, and also it's in a wet area. So if your yellow Pikmin fall off, they drown. And that's kind of frustrating. I'm not really a big fan of that. I think that is kind of just, it's a little too much. I would say do either or. You can't do all of those at once. It's too much in my onion. But, I don't know, I'm still having fun with it. And other than that, though, I did try Marathon, because there's a free week going on. And Rose was posting about it and being like, hey, come play with me. And then we haven't played yet because I don't know, but I did play a little bit of it by myself. And it's okay. I understand why people would really like it. And I think the gunplay feels good. And I really, really like the aesthetics. But... yeah. I don't know, maybe if I did have a regular squad to play with, I would be far more into it. But for me, it's just like, as a single player thing, I'm just kind of like, listen, I know that saying, oh, I wish this game was single player is like, that's not what that game is. But it's like, yeah, I would like to I would play a single player game that feels this good to play gunplay wise. And the fact that this is not what that is fine. Like, I'm not going to say, I wish this was something different. It's just like, yeah, it doesn't interest me as much because it's not that. So I will just not play it. I don't want them to replace the good thing that they made with the thing that will interest me.
Yeah, that's legitimately why I haven't bought it yet, because it's the kind of game that I know I would have fun with my friends, but I also know that my friends wouldn't play it at the times I'd be available to play it, so why start playing it? Or it'll be like a lot of those other games where friends tell me to buy it and then they stop playing it right after I finally get it. Helldivers.
Yeah, I mean, I've been like, I had to like not yell at, but I had to tell Rose that she has a game that she's reviewing, and she's been slacking on that because of Marathon. So I don't think that's an issue. It's just like, I'm not super interested in paying for it, so we're like on a slight time, quote unquote, crunch here. Excuse me.
Yeah,
but that's kind of it. I will play more, I'll play more. I'll play with some people, and then maybe I'll have a bigger opinion. But for now, it's just like, sure.
Yeah, understandable.
How about you? What have you been playing? Because I know that there's a bunch of shit going on.
So for me, like, I've been super busy. There's a lot, still a lot of like one-day conventions and stuff that I've been making merch for over the last week. But it's also like the Final Fantasy XIV world race where the boss is fucking Kefka. So to prepare myself for when I start doing the fight next week or the week after when I have time to finally start it, I've been going back to the original Final Fantasy III, as in the original Super Nintendo version that I had as a kid. I don't know, there's something, while I could play like the pixel remaster and have all the quality of life improvements and glitch fixes and whatnot, and have it show me Saban's blitzes on the screen, I just love that original so much. I love going back and going, oh yeah, because I know that the button command for his most powerful ability that you unlock at the end of the game, I know what it is. I can just do it at the beginning. Mm-hmm. Things like that. It's such a it's really nice just going back to an old system with an old controller in my hand, playing something that has such a heavily nostalgic memory for me. That's just been really nice. It's been just super fun to remember things. Like, this was the first game that I had bought myself. I saved my allowance for it. My parents would not take me to the game store to buy it, even though I had been saving my $80 worth of allowance. That was like 16 weeks. I only got $5 a week to save. So, we're doing all that, and to be able to have them take me to the game store, I had to escort my little sister to a Raffi concert because my parents didn't want to sit in the crowd with her. So I had to sit in the crowd with her, and it's like, there's just such a nostalgic memory to going back to things from your youth, things that you saw in a magazine and were just like, oh, I need to get that. And it comes out when? Oh, if I save my allowance, I can get it when it comes out. Oh my God, I just have to be really responsible. I stopped buying comic books for a while, Mm-hmm. And that was legitimately hard because all the cool stuff was happening. All the not Days of Future Past, but all the, like, I think it was the 2099 stuff at the time, but it was like, there was so much stuff going on that I was like reading, but I had to be like, what do I want more? And mm-hmm. You just, I have all these nostalgic feelings in me with this old, brilliant, beautiful game that I love so much that I'm so, it feels good. It feels good.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, I mean, so I have been seeing people posting about the Kefka stuff. It seems pretty wild. Like, it's just, from what I can gather, it's just like they dropped this event or this battle.
Yeah,
that people
on
have been
Tuesday.
They've been shortening it to You Mad, which is pretty funny because it's like, like Dancing Mad Ultimate. So people have just been calling it You Mad, which, that's really good.
And the best part of that is people who are like insistently getting angry that we should call it DMU instead of You Mad is like, what perfect thing for Kefka?
He's making you mad. He's literally you are mad because of him. There you go.
And the fun part is the first team cleared the first on-stream clear happened like 5 minutes before we started recording.
Damn.
So congratulations to my good buddy Saya.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love when my friends win.
There you go. On 6-7.
It's also the first time one of these world races has happened where the entire world could participate, because the Korean and Chinese versions were always like, the Korean version was always almost a full expansion behind, and the Chinese version was a few patches behind, but they've finally actually caught up to being on the same patch at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So it actually is a world race, and it's been really, really fun to watch. Like, a lot of like Korean players you've never heard of. Like, when you've cared about stuff like this, which I do, like I raid with the guy who's running the world race and stuff like that, and a lot of the people who do behind the scenes stuff, and I've helped with stuff, and it's like this delightful like group of people. You meet a lot of the raiders from around the world, and like, so a lot of the Japanese teams because you've been seeing them for forever. If you paid attention to this, the American teams, but you don't know the Chinese teams and the Korean teams, and there are these new faces that are really, really just interesting to watch. Prague, my favorite, is on one of the teams. Their white mage has a button counter for the amount of time she presses the glare button, and last I checked, it was at like 30,000 from when they started the fight on Tuesday. You push that button a lot when you're going 18 hours a day for 5 days.
Well, let's see. Gaming news. Let's talk about that, shall we?
Yes.
So there was the big old Jeff Keighley Summer Game Fest reveal thing, as well as the Xbox event, which, we aren't really going to cover Xbox stuff, but they did announce things that were like third party. So we'll just, we're going to be normal and, talk about video games, like we are covering video games, but don't think that we're, doing any kind of erasure here. We just be complete here.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I can be honest, like they announced a game that is one of my, it is the third game in a series that I fucking have loved, and I am not buying that shit.
Yeah.
Because I can do that. It's like, I was really excited about this 3 years ago. Not anymore. It's
yeah. I mean, I will say that I do want to speak about a Microsoft thing, just because it's fucking crazy, and it's more just about like how fucking done for I think Xbox is. Like, I'm the Gears of War stuff, where it pretty much just seems that they decided at the very last minute that they're not going to put Gears of War E-Day on PS5 anymore, which is really funny because I saw a bunch of, like, posts from retailers where they had pictures of, like, oh, hey, here's the new stuff that got announced, and they just had the PS5 version of Gears of War E-Day in the picture, and then they had to, like, delete it and put something else up without it, because they're like, oh, that got canceled, I guess. We didn't know. Nobody told us yet. Like...
Like, I wouldn't
crazy.
doubt if they were actively developing that. Yeah, I mean, of course they were actively developing a PS5 version alongside it, like, to make sure it works on everything. And then,
I mean, like, the reason we found out about this originally was, like, Jeff Grubb's doing those Giant Bomb stream things now. And he just said on the one last night, I don't know exactly when they decided it, but he made it sound like they decided it last night. Like, he was like, yeah, they were going to do a PS5 version, and now they're not.
Yeah, it's...
And then he posted today, like, yeah, like, there is a PS5 version of Gears of War E-Day on someone's hard drive right now. Like, it's just... It's a very weird thing, and it definitely feels like the current Microsoft Xbox Asha Sharma ploy, which is, hey, we are listening to all the weird Xbox fanboys on Twitter and doing what they tell us to do, and that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. So again, this continues to stand with my continued belief where, like, I absolutely do believe that, boycotting Microsoft is important, but also I think that, like, I don't think you need to come at people for talking about Xbox in general, because everyone's just saying it sucks. Like, we're all just like, dude, they're dead. Like, it's fine. Like, we're all just kind of gathered around being, like, laughing at it. Like, we're not, come on, relax a little bit.
Yeah.
Point out that they're on the way out, because that's what it is. Like,
I just, honestly, I hope all the studios they've bought can survive the collapse.
I mean, the thing is what I fully believe they're going to do is they're just going to pull out of the hardware industry, and they're just going to say, hey, we are putting, we are putting our games, we're going to publish stuff still, and then you're going to be able to get Game Pass on PlayStation and Nintendo consoles. Like, that's just what it's going to be. Like, 100%. And that's it. And they'll probably make more money off of that, or like profit in general by doing that, because they won't have to develop and create hardware. But yeah, that's kind of it. But also, again, it's they're on their way out of hardware. Absolutely. They're going to release the Helix, and nobody's going to care because it's going to be a PC, and people are going to be like, why wouldn't I just buy a computer then? This is strange. And that'll be it. That'll be it, I think. But I guess since we're talking about this stuff, I guess we could just kind of go over the rest of this stuff here. I mean, again, they fucking ended it with Call of Duty. Like, okay, whatever. That Clockwork Revolution game got announced to be Xbox console exclusive, which is kind of fucking crazy. I guess that was like that was another thing that was, I guess, maybe announced to be on PS5, and now it's not. Which I guess, I mean, I don't know. They're not like publishing it, so I guess that, doesn't, if you're so morally inclined to not purchase Xbox stuff, I guess if you wish to play it and you get it on PC, I guess you're fine. But
yeah.
But one thing that's not fine that I'm sad about, but I'll stay with my morals. I'm not gonna yield, but I'm still kind of upset about it. Is they announced a new fucking Spyro game.
Yeah.
It's Activision, so it's Microsoft, but he's flying around.
Yeah, that was me with State of Decay 3, so
yeah.
I get it.
We'll see how things go, I suppose. I mean, I don't know. I have no faith in divestment happening. I really don't.
I mean, as long as it's on the boycott list, I ain't touching. So
I mean, I'm not. I'm just saying, like, it's one of those things where it's just like when people are like, "Oh, well, I'll get around to it when they stop, when they divest," and I'm just kind of like I'm not saying like, "Oh, just give up." I'm just saying like, then you're just not gonna play it. Like, I'm never gonna play this, I guess. Then okay, like that's just because I just do not believe that that's something that's ever gonna happen.
Yeah, so, exactly.
Yeah. They showed off Persona 4 Revival.
Great. Can't wait for another decade of Persona 4 discourse. Whee!
Yay! I mean, Marie is going to be in it.
Is she?
Yes. Yes, she is.
Okay. So they're just doing the worst version of Persona 4 from the start. Okay. Good to know. I can skip it.
I don't dislike Marie. I think Marie's fine.
Golden turned every single character's personality into the Hi, I'm Daisy comic, and I fucking hate it.
I don't like the epilogue, but I'm kind of fine with the rest of it. I don't know. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. It's stuff like Chie's character was about a hell of a lot more than just meat, but then the Golden version came out, and all she cares about is meat.
Yeah. Well,
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
They also announced Persona 6, which is green.
Ooh. Actually,
how do you feel about green?
I'm with what's his name off doing Metaphor. I'm actually, I'm hopeful that women will be allowed to exist in the game as people.
I mean, Metaphor was pretty good.
Metaphor was good.
I think it did its female characters pretty well, and it did. There was no awful homophobic scene. It was normal. So maybe it's okay. Maybe it'll be okay. I don't know.
Well, I don't the fact that you couldn't romance any of the characters helped. So women were allowed to be people, not just objects for dating, as he says himself.
I would like to be right. That it's just good.
I'm hopeful
yes, I
for
love
it.
Metaphor.
I'm hopeful for Persona 6. I loved Metaphor too. It was really good, but I just want to get away from the calendar system, please. Or do like they did with Metaphor, where it didn't feel as restrictive, because no matter what, when you hang out with a friend, you get the bonus, you go up a level. Yeah. Because nothing pisses me off more than with a Persona game. If you actually want to see anything, you need a guide. Or you need to do a second playthrough having a guide.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see. What else?
I will say one game that excited me.
What was it?
From that, holy shit, we're getting Wolong 2.
All right.
my Team Ninja ass is really excited, because I said it before that Wolong is a disappointing game to me. But if Wolong 2 is as big of an improvement as Neo 2 was to Neo 1, Wolong 2 is going to be fucking incredible. So I am really interested in what they're doing there, and the fact that it's next year. Does Team Ninja even fucking sleep? Because they still got two fucking Neo 3 DLCs to deliver, and now you got Wolong 2 coming. Shit, next they're going to announce Stranger of Paradise 2, and I'm going to fucking lose my mind.
No, never sleep, never surrender. All right, yeah, I mean, I don't want to go over literally everything. I'm just talking about the stuff that interests me. So if I skip over anything that you want to talk about, please hop in. But
that's literally all I cared about.
Okay. They showed that new Castlevania, and I mean, it looked like Castlevania, which was nice, but I didn't like that they were leaning so much into, you're a girl this time? Like, okay, I don't care. Like, she looks cool, but also, like, calm down. Okay, I get it. What else? Yeah, so the big discourse, other than the general Microsoft conversation here, is over the new Crazy Taxi that got shown. It's called Crazy Taxi World Tour, and it's going to be on all of the consoles as well. But the Steam page has an AI disclosure on it, and I saw some folks, I guess, like, there has been some more conversations with, like, some of the or with like some of the PR people about it. And the thing that it kind of makes me crazy a bit here, seeing this part still, because again, like, I hate, generative AI. I think that, like, taking all that, like, effort and the art out of art creation sucks ass. Do not get me wrong. However, it is just fucking impossible for there to be any kind of actual conversation, because you just see, as soon as something says AI on it, a million people are saying no, and if you interact with it, you're garbage, go die. Which, again, like, on the surface, it's like, okay, sure. But the problem is that so much of the current AI infrastructure is stuff that already existed that they're just renaming AI because they want to make money. And there's also a lot of developers that are getting AI stuff shoved into their hands, and they're not actually using it, and then they get kind of swept up in the hatred. Like, for example, this like current description of what I guess Crazy Taxi is using, the thing that they say is that, I guess, some background stuff was generated, but the specific thing that it says is that these background assets were then sent to the development team. So this kind of just sounds like some outsourcing group did some work, and then they sent it over to the dev team, and the dev team, I don't know if they just went, okay, cool, whatever, who gives a fuck? Or maybe they were like, oh, this sucks, let's just do something else. Who fucking knows? We can't know. Yeah. And that's really annoying. And that's really, really fucking frustrating. And that's, like, it makes you go nuts. It just, because you can't know. And it makes you just sit there and be like, well, yeah, like, I can't trust anything. It makes you unable to trust anything at all.
Yeah.
So I don't really have an answer, but I think it just has to be one of those things where you have to wait until something comes out to really be able to tell. Because another thing that I will point out again is, like, with this Steam disclosure thing, an Everybody's Golf game that came out on Steam that said that they used AI tech. But then when it came out, everyone just realized, oh, they just used SpeedTree.
Yep.
So, again, because they're talking about background assets, they could just be using SpeedTree here. Like, that could straight up just be that again. We don't know.
It's really hard, because, and I genuinely feel terrible for a lot of devs who get caught up in this, where, I've had streamer friends go like, hey, this company wanted to sponsor me, and I'm not going to stream their game because they've got the Gen AI disclosure, and it isn't actually generative AI. It's tools that have been around for 20 plus years that they just, like, for some reason renamed to call AI because
it makes investors salivate. That's why they automatically get more money. Like,
so even though it's not Gen AI, they still have to put an AI disclosure, and it fucks them because it is like the amount of games I see with Gen AI are, I mean, there are a bunch, but a lot of times it puts things on, there is like an AI kind of reaction that I do not like to see. I do not like especially like small artists and even big artists and whatnot being accused of using AI constantly. because they do things like, hey, I didn't put a lot of focus detail on the background because it's the fucking background. And everyone like, well, that's clearly AI. Or somebody used a screen tone tool, which screen tone is a fucking artistic technique that's been around for over 100 years. And yet I have seen so many people over the last fucking month refer to screen tone as a clear sign of AI. And I'm just like, no, they just finally put the ability to just use it in Clip Studio Paint. They have really good screen tone filters that are the official screen tone kind of stuff that you can go buy at a store, cut out and tape onto your art if you want to do it that way. Or you can just use it in Clip Studio now. And it's great. But,
yeah, and I also, and again, like, I also do not blame people who don't want to interact with generative AI stuff, but also I really don't like when people immediately react with just, oh, well, you know, I'm gonna go play a bunch of old games, and that's gonna be all I do, and new games are automatically garbage, and it's just like, I want this medium to move forward. You know, like, I don't want to just be like, oh, hey, PS2 games are the only good games forever and ever and ever. Like, that's bullshit. We should move the medium forward. And, you know, pushing back against generative AI is 100% worth it and something that needs to be done. But it needs to be done in a way that is smart and not just blindly swinging at everything. But, I don't know. It's frustrating. I don't really have a full answer because, like I said, I don't know. You know, I could be I'm sitting here being like, hey, you know, maybe this Crazy Taxi thing isn't anything. But then, you know, when that game comes out, it's going to be like, oh yeah, no, it's just completely like all the art was generative AI, and you know they Gen AI'd a bunch of music, and it's like, I don't fucking know. I can't tell. And I mean, it's really frustrating that you can't tell. I don't know what to tell you. It just sucks.
Like companies also lie. There are multiple games that have come out that I have been like, that is absolutely generative AI. And there's no AI disclosure. And I'm like, but all of your stuff has extremely fake Japanese writing that none of them are actual characters in any of the any of the Japanese alphabets. This is definitely AI. You just asked an AI to make something look Japanese, and like, it leaves me feeling really uncomfortable because it's like, the amount of companies who are getting yelled at because they use SpeedTree compared to the amount of companies who just don't divulge that they definitely use generative AI is, it's frustrating.
Yeah. It's a complete and total mess. There's not really a good conversation to have because, again, people feel very strongly about this, and it's understandable why they are why they are angry about this. Because, I mean, I feel like a fucking dick right now, even just kind of trying to be like, hey, we should figure this out. Because people are going to come at me like, it's destroying the planet. And it's like, yeah, it is. But also, like, I don't know, we need to be fucking normal about it, too. Because we're just, like, being angry 24/7 is just going to kill you. Like, I don't know what to say.
Like, I got included on a bunch of, like, this person is pro-AI block lists because, like, Final Fantasy XIV released a bunch of shirts a few weeks ago, and I was just like, all of your proof that this is generative AI are things that I look at and I go, no, those are just literally art techniques. You know, it's like part of why I was talking about the screen tone, because multiple people were like, why are these dots going across the entire page? It's clearly generative AI. And it's like, no, all of your proof is artistic techniques that have been around forever. Like, what the fuck? Of course the dragon in the background is going to be a silhouette and not a fully detailed dragon because it's a fucking shirt and the only thing that matters is the foreground image. Oh,
those hands look bad, and it's like,
do you know how fucking hard it is to draw hands?
Yeah.
Fuck. It's like, I will say, like, the funny thing about like
sometimes
that art
it is
stuff,
that, but also
like the funny thing about that art stuff is I was looking at it and going like it got all the stuff right that AI gets wrong, and it got all the stuff wrong that AI gets right.
Yeah.
Which just tells me they commissioned a bunch of artists who don't play Final Fantasy XIV. Like, that's all it says to me. It doesn't say generative and like, and yet it is like, I can see why people think it is. Because it's a lot of people who really don't know about art and deadlines and what an editor will let an artist get away with. Like, but like, yeah, it's very much like frustrating because I'm looking at it going, yeah, this definitely like, I can see why you think it is, but I don't think it is. Like,
yeah. Let me see. Is there anything else that I want to mention on here? No. Okay. Then we can go back in time and talk about the Summer Games Fest stuff. Or, actually, this stuff was kind of in the middle of this other stuff, unless there's something that you want to talk about specifically.
We didn't talk about, did we talk about the Sony show at all last week?
Oh, yeah, there was the State of Play.
The State of Play came, and that actually was incredibly, it wasn't bad. And it got me really fucking hype. They're bringing back fucking Stuntman.
That's true.
You know what? That was a pull out of fucking nowhere. I saw that and I was like, wait a fucking second. Is this fucking Stuntman? Holy shit.
I didn't know what it was until right at the end. Like because I haven't really played a Stuntman. I've seen like footage of like Jerma play it a little bit, but
Stuntman is a dog shit game. It is fucking terrible. I fucking love it to death.
Those games seem very goofy. Like they're wacky and weird and probably a little bad. But
you legitimately it's one of those games where you have to learn the line of the level and you have to do it exactly the same every time to get all of the if you 100% it. That means you have mastered being able to fucking drift around a corner perfectly in the snow. Oh.
Let me see. This is I guess it's a Saber Interactive joint. I'm trying to see who all is working on it exactly. Yeah, it's just a Saber Interactive, so I don't know if they're developing it or publishing it, but yeah, they're very much leaning into like Hollywood stuff though, because they're like, hey, we partnered with Universal, so there's going to be cars in Fast and Furious. You can drive around Knight Rider and Death Race cars and the DeLorean for Back to the Future. And I'm sure there's going to be more stuff, but they're very specifically leaning into like, oh, hey, here's a bunch of like famous Hollywood movie cars, which I think is a smart way to do that, especially as the game is called Stuntman Hollywood.
Yeah.
Let's see here. They showed more of the Wolverine game. I think that looks fun. I think those games are not incredible. They have good gameplay, I think, and I think the writing is never really amazing on those Spider-Man games and all that, but I don't know. I'm fine with that. I just want to play as Wolverine and slice up some MFs, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it looks interesting. Like, I like the Spider-Man games. They're the second best Spider-Man games on the market. And so, actually, that was another game from the thing that I'm going to talk about. But, I mean, it looks fun. It looks fun. It looks like a Wolverine game should look. Like, I want to tear fuckers apart.
Let's see here. Speaking of tearing fuckers apart, I mean, it wasn't like news, but they got that remaster for Dynasty Warriors 3, but the funniest part about that, I know, is that I saw, I don't know if there was like a pre-order bonus or whatever, but I saw that there were like quote unquote classic outfits, and people were like, "Oh, well, what do you mean? Because all of these characters' designs are the same as the original game. It's they're just in current graphics." But no, they're just the old models, like the PS2 models in this HD game. It's really funny. Like I love that.
I hope they make a new old shitty model for Zillion from Dynasty Warriors Origins that they're adding to it.
They should,
because like Koei Tecmo really the winner for me this week. Because holy shit. Like I mean, Dynasty Warriors 3, it comes out like really close to my birthday, so I'm pretty stoked.
Look, I'm trying to get you a copy, I promise.
I know. I'm like
trying. They showed off some more for Ace Combat 8, which, they're just going in on all the melodrama, and also, I guess, like for an early purchase bonus, it also comes with like a remaster of Ace Combat 0, which is nice. They're doing some kind of like cooking sim, like prequel for Dave the Diver about the sushi chef, which is like when I saw that, like it was really funny because like I don't have too much of a strong opinion about Dave the Diver. That game is just very much trying to do way too much shit. It's like they had too big of a budget and they just keep slapping more and more onto it. But when I saw that game, I was just kind of like, oh, maybe this will be more focused and maybe it'll be better. Again, I don't think that Dave the Diver is like bad. I just think that they are trying to do way too much all at once. And so having a game be a little bit more focused is a good idea, in my opinion, for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely interested in that one just because I like Dave the Diver.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think it's a pretty good game, so I'm interested in them doing more stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm looking through this and like, there's not a lot of stuff that like really made me like do a backflip. It's like there's stuff that's like, okay, that's cool, but like I was never like, yeah, because it's like, oh, like here's the new team in Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. I don't really want to play that game because I don't care that much about ArcSys, but their new design for Green Goblin is really cool. I think that's like the first time I've seen a design from this game where I went, okay, that's actually a cool new redesign and not just like over designed anime BS. Like Green Goblin just looks cool.
Yeah. The another big one for me from the show was I think it was that one. It might have been the other show, but Attack on Titan 3 I am legitimately very excited for because there's a reason.
That was on SGF, but yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because there is a reason I said that Spider-Man has the second best Spider-Man swinging in video games, and it's because Attack on Titan 2, as much as I fucking hate Attack on Titan as a story, the swinging in that game feels so fucking good.
Yeah,
I mean, need more. And there's also like so much to that game. Like there are so many game modes, so many characters to unlock, so many like the amount of stuff in that game is
I mean, they said
ridiculous.
That it's the full story apparently, so it's going to be everything in Attack on Titan. You're going to be able to You're going to have to be able to be the fascist,
That's the part I don't want. I just want the swinging, and the second game had had a game mode where it followed the story with you as a created character kind of looking off to the side, but then it had all these extra game modes. That's where the game shined. If the game is just all story and I don't have a created character, it's gonna suck shit. But the swinging will probably kick ass.
Okay, one thing that I'm potentially interested in is the new game from Unseen, which is Akumi Nakamura's studio, called Kamuri, which seems to just be like a character action game where you're a bunch of stylish characters running around and fighting yokai. I think it looks pretty cool. I want to see more of that, I think, before I really, put full effort into it. Looks neat. They did confirm Rayman Legends Retold, the Rayman Legends remake, not just a remaster, a remake, which is fucking weird. Like, I think it doesn't look, it's a good looking game, honestly, but it's just one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, you think about that, the original version of that game, and it's this gorgeous 2D hand-drawn thing, and now they have this admittedly very good looking 3D version of it, and it's just like, yeah, I still would take the 2D over the 3D, but they've also added a bunch of new stuff, and I was seeing, like, I am in a Discord server where there are really big Rayman fans in there, and I did not know that there were really big Rayman fans these days, and I'm not saying that to be like, fuck you to them. I was just kind of like, this is interesting that, people care about this, I guess. But they were pointing out, like, yeah, they released, like, a new map for this game, and they're, like, reintegrating a ton of lore, and they're, like, basically prepping Rayman for a big comeback. It's like, this is like one of those like most obvious, like, hey, if you buy this, we will make a Rayman 4 games of all time. Yeah. And that sucks that they're doing that. But it's also like, I don't know, all the Rayman fans are getting really hype about this, so I guess it worked. Like, I can't blame them for doing the thing that worked, I guess, Yeah. Like, because my theory is that they were making Rayman 4 and maybe they went, oh fuck, we aren't going to be able to do that up to snuff with the budget that we have. So they kind of just stapled Rayman Legends onto what they already had. And then if this sells well enough, they'll be able to be like, okay, give us more of a budget so we can actually make Rayman 4. That is my completely unfounded theory. Not hope, theory. Because there are like new levels too in this, like not just like 2D levels, but 3D levels as well. Like I think they confirmed that there's I think like 4 new music levels. I think one of them is like Can't Touch This, which is pretty funny. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, like those are really great games. Like the Rayman Origins and Rayman Legends are fantastic. If you do buy this, you get like a remaster of Origins as well, which that's nice. But again, I just look at this and I'm just like, I could just get Rayman Legends Complete Edition on all the consoles that I have right now. Like that, it's just available. But I don't know. This seems like one of those like, oh hey, if you're a big Rayman motherfucker, you can hop on this and go nutso with it. There have been 2 Control Resonant trailers this past week. And both times I watched them and I was just like rubbing my belly and going, nom 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 nom. This looks great. Because it does. It looks really good.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that one. I need more weird, creepy pasta ass video games.
It looks so good. It looks so much fun, and they're going in on the lore, I guess. They're like, hey, all the SCPs got out, and you're gonna have to fight them, and I'm extremely ready for that. I want to fight all the SCPs. I'm ready for that.
Yeah, like it's very. I'm ready for more after the back rooms the other day. I just want more weird shit. Like I want more of
what they go into the back rooms and there's an SCP in there.
I mean, they probably fucking will, knowing their weird. Like as it was the one level of Control where you need to listen to butt rock to be able to get through.
The ashtray maze, one of the best moments in any video game ever.
The ashtray maze is the most backrooms ass thing. That's all I was watching the backrooms going, this is just the fucking ashtray maze.
Yeah.
Like that, and the server room is just, it's it's all really fun stuff.
Good. Very good. What else? What else? What else? What else? I mean, that's kind of it for the Sony stuff. We can do SGF now, unless there's anything else you want to bring up.
No, that's it.
Okay. So Jeff fucking fed us this year. I'm just gonna say it. Like, everyone was ready to clown on this, and genuinely, I think everyone was just kind of like, "No, actually, this is good as hell." Like, I'm sorry, everyone, but this is kind of great.
It was a very good, like, snappy show.
Yeah, it was good. Jeff did have some disdain for Billy the Puppet. That was pretty funny. I think that was the highlight, because they did announce a shitty looking Saw like prequel game that is set after World War One, and it is about like some fucking jigsaw. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything about Saw lore, but all the Saw lore heads that I know are like, this is fucking everything up, and this game sucks ass, and it shouldn't exist. But I'm sorry, when Billy the Puppet rolled up onto stage and was like, "Hello, Jeff, I want to play a game," and then Jeff just kind of looked at it and was like, "What's this?" That was really good. Like, just his like casual disdain for Billy the Puppet was really funny. Like, I'm just imagining Jeff like just wanting to beat the shit out of the puppet for some reason. It's like, you're so cruel, Jeff Keighley. But also, it's funny. So
he clearly already escaped a jigsaw trap, which is why he was tweeting out like, I swear it's going to be a single player thing this time. We're not doing multiplayer stuff anymore.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, he was like, no, we have to show Final Fantasy VII Remake 3 at the end, so that way Jigsaw won't slice my head off. Yeah, that is my choice. Because they did show that. They showed Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3, which is called Revelation. Everyone was waiting for the word Revelation.
Yep. But I mean they did that really, like, I kind of enjoyed that they were like, "Hey, here's a trailer. Okay. We're going to give you the name." And then they were like, "Okay, we're going to bring out Matt Mercer, and we're going to give you a gameplay thing." And then they gave you a release date, and then they were like, "Okay, showing that." And then they were like, "Hey, you know what? We know you want to watch Heidegger die, so watch him fucking die, and also here's the release date."
Yeah, check this shit out real quick.
Watch this motherfucker die and find out that in March we're gonna it's a pretty good thing. Like, I still need to play. I got like, I think maybe like 2/3 of the way through Remake, and I have not purchased whatever the second one is. I don't remember. Rebirth is a really good. It's a really good first playthrough. I know
it's just very long. I know it's very long and kind of overstuffed.
Yeah, I would rather smash my face into a brick wall than go for the hard mode platinum, because you have to redo all the fucking side quests too.
Jeez.
It's like, no,
I wouldn't do that.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel a little dumb because I bought the Switch 2 version of Remake, but I think they just when Rebirth came out, I think they went like, "Oh, hey, there's like a 2-pack." And now I'm just kind of sitting here like, okay, I don't think I should buy Rebirth, because now I should just wait until Revelation comes out, because there will probably be a 3-pack that will be somewhat cheaper than buying Rebirth now, you know? So I think I'm just gonna, I'll probably play Remake, but I will just wait to play Rebirth until when Revelation comes out for Switch 2, I think, because I'll just play all of them on Switch 2. But yeah, it looks great. It looks great. They're adding like a job system to the game. Like, I think like each character has like 2 or 3 like jobs that they can switch to.
4 jobs per character.
4, okay. Yeah, damn. Yeah. All right, yeah. Which is really cool. Really cool concept. I'm looking forward to how they play around with that. It looks great. It looks fucking great. I am excited for Final Fantasy VII to be over once again. The cute thing that I saw is that apparently it has been 7 years, or not like exactly, but it took them 7 years to get the trilogy out, and the final game is going to come out on the 30th anniversary of original Final Fantasy VII. That's cute. They lined it up all nice.
Yeah, and that's also when Tifa is coming to Street Fighter.
Yes, Tifa's in Street Fighter. People are either ecstatic or pissed as fuck about it because everyone hates crossovers now, unless you like the game that the crossover's from, in which case then you love it. I don't know. I'm just kind of rolling with it.
It's all the people that are mad she wasn't in Tekken 8.
So I saw that, I guess, because Maximilian Dude did like an interview with one of I think the director of Final Fantasy VII Remake, and the director like straight up was like, yeah, no, we were in talks with multiple fighting games, so I think Tekken did want Tifa, and they just went with Street Fighter for whatever reason, which is really funny. Like, I guess they told Tekken, like, hey, you can have Clive, and then Tekken was just like, I guess we'll take Clive. But there's 3 other characters in this pass, and they are all newcomers, so that's nice.
Well, it's kind of. One of them is a newcomer. One of them is from EX, and
he's not from EX. He's a different character. No, he's not from EX. He's a separate guy. Yeah,
one of them is from the main story of
that is correct
game that already exists, which is kind of wild that you wait till the 4th DLC pack to add a character that's already in the game with a moveset.
Yeah. Bosch is this guy. I guess he's been in World Tour the whole time.
It's a second Final Fantasy reference because he's Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg of Dalmasca. Don't believe Ondor's lies.
Exactly. And then 2 other characters who are just completely brand new. Yasmin, who if I remember correctly, I think people are saying is Filipino.
Yeah.
And Arjun, who is Indian, and people he seems to be having some kind of like breath-based attacks like that will make him like puff up. So everyone's saying that he's probably going to be Karnov representation. He's going to be the Karnov character, which I think is pretty funny. However, I do think that they should have just put Karnov in Street Fighter. I don't fucking care if nobody knows who he is. Karnov deserves to be in Street Fighter. Let's see here. Wolf Among Us 2 is happening, apparently. Oh my god.
Yep.
It's going to be out at the end of the year, holiday 2026. They also announced a remaster of the original, which I think that has been like a rumor for a really long time. I don't think that's a surprise. I'm curious to see what The Wolf Among Us 2 is in 2026. I also wonder how The Wolf Among Us 1 holds up in 2026. But, I might just replay that game in its original form and not worry about the remaster because I don't need to pay money for a remaster of a game that I already have. Let's see what else got that I care about. Let's see here. There's a game that I genuinely went, I actually really want to play this. Is the new Among Us game.
Yeah.
It is a narrative-driven single-player game called Among Us Story on Guard, where you play as like a detective among us and solve the murder on the space station. It's a cute idea. I don't know. I want to check that out. I don't know. Let's see. No. Oh yeah. So, oh boy. Sega has been pissing off people a lot lately. And so the one that people got pissed off at before the Crazy Taxi stuff is the stuff for Stranger Than Heaven, which is the new Ryuga Gotoku studio game that I think is in the Yakuza / Like a Dragon universe. But they revealed that, I think they previously showed that Snoop Dogg was going to play a character in the game. They have revealed that the likeness to Tupac Shakur is in this game, which is one of those things where, people were initially like, that seems kind of gross, but if his estate signed off on it, we just kind of whatever. And then people started to dig a little bit because, I don't think that a lot of people are up to date on who owns whose estate these days, but people pretty quickly found out that it is not Tupac's family that owns his likeness. It is just some like shithead businessman who got the rights to it because Tupac's mom made a like record label in his name, and then she passed away, so the like business guy who was working with it just has the rights to his estate now, and Tupac's sister has been suing to try to get the rights to his estate back, and so it is just very gross. It's very gross, and it's definitely one of those things where like, oh yeah, Snoop Dogg being all like in on it too is like, Snoop is such a sellout, like of course he's doing this. So it's very gross, and yeah, it just feels wrong, and you know, like there's people that have been pointing out like that there is a another actor I think who has passed away that is in Stranger Than Heaven. That's a Japanese actor, but you know, there isn't really any like conversation about estates and all that about that. I wouldn't know about how much of a problem that is for his estate. I just think in this specific instance, it's like, yeah, that's especially
it
just
feels
nasty.
Gross.
Yeah, it's especially nasty in this regard.
Gross. And I've already been like progressively more on the outs with RGG, with like their I think their main games are good. I still liked Infinite Wealth. The pirate game is fun, but there's no reason for it to exist.
I'm basically just sitting here and being like, I think I'm just going to consider Infinite Wealth the last Like a Dragon game and just move on. That's honestly, that's where I'm at.
Like they are too. The ending of Infinite Wealth just felt like them going, hey, guess what? Kiri is the protagonist again. And I'm just not there for it anymore.
See, the thing is I didn't think that was like, you know, it could be that, but it could also very easily just be like, you know, he's on the potential road to recovery. There's a chance that he will stick around, but also he doesn't need to be the center of attention anymore. We can have Ichiban have his own thing, and then they did not do that. So it's just, yeah, I just kind of want to leave it. I wish they very easily could have just been like, okay, Ichiban's here, he's the main character, let's move on. Because then I would have liked it more.
Yeah.
But the other thing that they talked about from RGG, which I mean, I would like to see how separated the like fighting game and Like a Dragon sectors of the studio is. I'd imagine there's got to be a good amount of separation because, you know, the same people aren't working on both of them for the most part, I suppose. Because they did talk about the new Virtua Fighter, which is officially called Virtua Fighter Crossroads. And they talked about how it's going to have an extensive story mode with a lot of beat 'em up action. It's basically just seems like they're making a new Shenmue, which is a full circle thing here. Because, yeah, Shenmue was originally going to be a Virtua Fighter story game. And then also Yakuza kind of spun off of the idea of what Shenmue was. So it's basically like the Yakuza people making a Virtua Fighter story mode after almost making the game, or like kind of sort of making a spin-off of a game that was originally supposed to be a Virtua Fighter story mode. It's weird and interesting and kind of fun. But the writing team is like pretty stacked. Fucking David Hayter is on the writing team for this. One of the writers for a bunch of SMT games, like Persona 3 and Raito 2. Like some really, really talented writers are going to be on the writing staff for this. So I would like for this to be good. I know that, you know, we just talked about how gross we feel about RGG, but again, I want to see how separate those teams are. You know, if there's not as much overlap, then that would be good, because I would just like for a new Virtua Fighter to be good.
I'm the Virtua Fighter head of Gamesline. It's the only fighting game that I've ever actually gotten good at. So like, you know, I've played way too much Virtua Fighter 4 and 5 over the years, and it's still like my favorite fighting game of all time. Virtua Fighter 4 Evo is fucking incredible. The greatest tutorial of any fighting game ever made. It's just a phenomenal game. Like, when I saw this trailer, I was like, this is not what I want from Virtua Fighter. I do not want to be advertised in this way. They did show off stuff later. They finally started showing actual action in there, and I don't know how I feel yet. There, some of it had that Virtua Fighter, hey, you got dizzied, you got crumpled kind of action that I really like from a Virtua Fighter, but some of the animation looked overly mocapped to a way that it felt like a Mortal Kombat game. And it's a game I'm going to need to get my hands on to feel, because I am worried. I am worried.
Well, we'll see. I would like for this to be a good game, for sure.
Same. I would really like Virtua Fighter to have have its time in the sun.
Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I want to talk about on here. I mean, I don't want to talk about Pal World. Pal World, go to hell.
Oh, you mean Digimon Pal World? Pal World doing Digimon now?
Shut your mouth. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I hate them so much.
It sucks.
Okay, they did open the Summer Games Fest with the Resident Evil Code Veronica remake, which is just called Resident Evil Veronica, which is really funny to me, because it's just like, oh yeah, my friend Veronica, she's got a Resident Evil.
Well, I mean, you don't need a code to finish the game if you accidentally got rid of your rocket launcher.
Exactly. There you go. I mean, I hope.
We'll never forget that you could legitimately soft lock your game out of being able to clear the game in the last hour of the game.
Yeah, it's not good. And the second thing that they announced that I think is really, really cute, that Studio MDHR came out and said, hey, we're making another mainline Cuphead game, which of course they would, of course. But then they said, hey, we have a side project here called Mighty Cuphead Adventure that is a retro-style game that's going to be on current consoles, of course, but it's also going to be for Sega Master System. Which, I did see someone on Blue Sky did dig up that apparently, like, way back in the day before Studio MDHR even, I think, like, really, like, were a big deal and, like, had Cuphead, like, announced on the big stage and everything, they were just, like, straight up being like, hey, yeah, we're working on this game called Cuphead, and also we want to make something for Sega Master System eventually. Like, they were just saying that back in the day, so this is something that they've just been wanting to do for ages, I guess, and they're doing it. So, hey, there you go. Congratulations. You're doing what you wanted to do. You're making a new Sega Master System game, and it got announced during fucking Summer Game Fest. All right. Good for you.
Yeah.
Anything else on here that you would like to discuss?
Not really. That we've hit everything that interested me from both those shows.
Mm-hmm.
From all of those shows?
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. Repeat that. I like blanked out really bad.
I said we've hit everything.
Oh, okay.
I care about from any of those shows. Really.
Sure. I mean, I will just say that Atari, not for some reason, they had a reason. It's Summer Game Fest. Atari went fucking hard announcing a bunch of stuff, like off stream. They just announced this stuff. And most of it is stuff that I'm interested in, which is kind of funny. They started off by just being like, hey, we're doing a Toy Story collection. I guess it's Digital Eclipse or someone. I'm trying to make sure that that's who it is before I say that, and I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm not seeing who is making this, but yeah, they're doing a collection of Toy Story games. They are doing, let's see here. It is the Genesis, SNES, and Game Boy version of Toy Story 1, the PS1 version of Toy Story 2, Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue, Toy Story 2 for Game Boy Color, Buzz Lightyear Star Command for PS1 and Game Boy Color, Toy Story Racer for PS1 and Game Boy Color, and A Bug's Life for PS1 and Game Boy Color. So, I haven't played any of those except for Bug's Life. Bug's Life is a really weird, kind of funny game that's like maybe better than it should be, but it's also not like great. It's just kind of oddly good. But I know a lot of people say, oh, Toy Story 2 Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue is like one of the best Mario 64 likes of the era. Like it holds up extremely well. So it's one of those like, oh, hey, this is kind of worth it just for that game. But also, there's like a bundle version of it that comes with a remaster of Toy Story 3, which is another really good like 3D platformer type game. It's basically like I don't know if I'd want to say it's like a dry run for Disney Infinity, but I think like the team that made that went off to do Disney Infinity. And so it's just a good 3D platformer. And so, yeah. I mean, yeah, like $40 for 2 really good 3D platformers and then a bunch of other like weird ass old games. Sure. You know, you could play Toy Story for the Super Nintendo and think about George Wood and how pissed off he got about that game. You know? That's what I thought about the entire time. As soon as I saw that, I heard him talking about Silicon Graphics.
It's weird seeing Atari as a company I'm kind of excited about these days.
Yeah.
But they're kind of who to thunk when you get an owner that actually cares about the stuff they're making. Mm-hmm. You get good and interesting stuff.
Another interesting game that is maybe not as look, a lot of those Barbie games aren't very good, but hey, they deserve to be recognized. You know, they are the girl games of the past are historically relevant. And I don't know, maybe some of them are actually good and they deserve a separate look. I don't actually really know. But now we can find out, because Digital Eclipse is also doing a Barbie Rewind collection, the bunch of classic Barbie games. It says that it's going to be, I think, 16 games from 1991 through 2007. So that's a lot of games. And 2 of them are actually have never been released before. It's a Barbie Vacation Adventure for Genesis and Super Nintendo. That has never been that is lost media, but it's no longer lost. It's available. It's going to be on this, which is very nice. The other thing is that you're going to be able to do like a decor mini game around these games. So it's not just, hey, here's this menu with all these, ROMs or whatever. There is a decoration game built around it that you're, messing around and building houses and stuff for Barbie. Which I think that's really cute. I think that's a great way to do that. And also probably a great way to get people to play some games that maybe aren't that great so they can decorate their house. Again, I don't know. Maybe some of those games do hold up, but that's the beauty of it, is that you can pick this up for the history and then maybe you'll figure out that you actually like some of these games. But the last little bit about it, though, that I thought was really cute is that there is going to be a deluxe edition that comes with an exclusive Barbie. That's an Atari Barbie. She's wearing an Atari t-shirt, which is really cute, and I kind of want it. And then the last bit of news here for Atari was the one that I was doing fucking backflips about. I'm going to be honest with you. I am super happy about this. They are doing a remaster of Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee.
Hell yes. Hell yes.
It's a great game. I played that game a whole lot as a kid. It's, it seems like they're just, upping the res, they're redoing all the models and everything. They said that they are improving the unlock system, so they're making it so you can just unlock stuff when you want, instead of just having to trudge through a bunch of, like, gallery stuff before getting to characters and stages. Which, I like that gallery stuff, but also, I want to unlock the characters. I want to play as the characters. Let's do that. And they also confirmed that it's going to have 12 characters, which, for those of you who only played the GameCube version, that has 11 characters. Ooh. There was an Xbox port that came out after that added Mechagodzilla 3, also known as Kiryu. So that character is going to be in there too. All 12 characters. So this is going to be a definitive version. They did not cut the character from the Xbox version. So yeah, that'll be on PlayStation and the Switch 2. And I am definitely hopping on that. I gotta play Destroy Monsters Melee again. I am super happy about that.
That was one of the weirdest announcements I saw. And that one did have a trailer on one of the shows. I forget which one it was. Mm-hmm. I think it was the PC gaming show?
It, leaked beforehand, so I think they kind of just went, yeah, here's the, I think they just posted the trailer on social media and put the page up, but then they might have had another thing during one of the streams.
Because I remember seeing it in one of the, sizzle reels. Mm-hmm. I just forget which one, because my brain is made of mush after way too much watching video games.
It's been a long week. It's been a long week. And hell, we still need to see what's going on with Nintendo next week, maybe. We don't know what's going on with that. We don't know if there's going to be a Nintendo Direct yet, but probably. Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised if that's when they're going to do it. I think the rumor is they're going to do it on Tuesday. I want to see what's going on with Nintendo, for sure. But
I don't want it to be on Tuesday because I'm going to be out all day on Tuesday.
Well, too bad if that's the case. Too bad.
I'm going to have to get home and watch it with Andrea.
Whole ass.
I have to watch a thing with my girlfriend. Oh
no.
Oh, what a terrible thing. No, I'm very excited about that.
Yeah,
actually, the last couple of Nintendo Directs I've waited to watch with Andrea. It's kind of nice. It's probably nice. It's not, you don't have to, I get to ignore Twitter and Blue Sky and social media shit and just go in and enjoy somebody else reacting to things.
Let's argue.
Yeah.
Yay. But yeah, that's kind of it. I mean, I know, it was a long bunch of streams and all that, but that's what we're interested in. I don't, we skipped a lot of stuff, but also I don't care.
Yep.
It's fine.
You don't have to fucking talk about everything. If we did, every podcast around this time of year would be 5 hours long.
We're not doing that. We're being normal.
It's nice to just talk about the stuff you think is kind of cool.
Yeah. And also some of the stuff that sucks, but we gotta. We're doing our due diligence, I think.
Because sometimes stuff just sucks. It's very annoying that I thought the God of War trailer was bad. Because it was 6 minutes of fucking cutscenes.
It was 20 minutes of bullshit. It was a lot.
I think that game could be really fucking good. I just think that's a bad introduction for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so many of the trailers are just I don't care.
Mm-hmm. We'll see. We'll see how things go. All right, so to wrap this up, we do have a question. If you want to send in questions, you can go to our Discord server, which you can access by typing in thegamezone.zone into your web browser. You could go right there and hang out and chat. We actually watched the Summer Games Fest in the Discord server, so if you want to do stuff like that, you can join that, and then you'll be there when we do stuff like that. But Maverick asks, as I'm currently doing this with Mina the Hollower, I'm curious, what's the last game you beat purely out of being pissed off at it? And yeah, I've been hearing some folks getting a little mad about how Mina the Hollower works. I I don't really have too much of an opinion going on there, but I've been seeing here and there some frustrations about that game. But is there anything that you have played that you only really played through because at some point you were like, this is pissing me off too much. I need to do this just in spite of it.
As a somewhat of a completionist gamer, that's actually a pretty tough one, because it has been a while since I finished a game out of spite. Mm-hmm. I think it's probably going to be Dark Souls 3. Mm-hmm. I don't like Dark Souls games. Like, I do not like that specific kind of action that much. I mean, I can appreciate them. Dark Souls 3 was the first time I finally went, I am not enjoying this, but I'm gonna fucking finish it.
Sure.
I have to finish one of these games so I can say that I finished one. I still don't like those games. It was the least fun I've had finishing a game at the end. I do this sometimes to say I finished it.
I do this sometimes, but I also will reach a point where I'm just like, it's not worth continuing to bash my head against this. Like, I was doing that with the Pikmin 4 stuff recently. I'm trying to think what else. I mean, yeah, there's just been games where I'm just like, yeah, I've hit a point where this is just wasting time. I'm good. I want to just move on.
Oh, wait, actually, no. Sea of Stars. Fuck Sea of Stars. I finished that game. Why did I finish that game? I hate myself for finishing that game. I do not like that game. Actually, like, initially finishing it, I liked that game, and then I went for the good ending, and now I hate that game with a passion.
What
if I hadn't gone for the good ending, I would probably like that game. Because not only is the good ending not worth the amount of effort you have to go through, it's actively worse as an ending.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I think really you just have to realize that you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Move on. Live your life. We're moving on. We've got stuff to do, you know? There's other things out there that you can enjoy. That's what you should remember. Always remember that. All right. Well, I guess we're done here. E3, SGF, etc., is done. Except if there's a Nintendo Direct next week, then it's not. But otherwise, yeah, I guess we're done. Yep. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening and checking out the news and all that with us. If you want to keep up with what's going on with us, you can go to gamesline.net, which is the website that we post everything on. And you can follow us on Blue Sky, also at gamesline.net, which is where you can see the stuff that gets posted on gamesline.net. You could go to our YouTube page, youtube.com/@thegamesline, to see videos. And we have our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/gameslinetv, that you can subscribe to for when one of us streams live. You can go to our Patreon, patreon.com/gamesline, where you can give us whatever kind of money you want to give us. We usually recommend $3. And when you do that, you're supporting the posts that we make, because we use that money very directly on games and other accessories. So your help is what keeps us afloat. And again, if you want to hang out and chat, thegamezone.zone is the URL to type into your web browser. It'll bring you to our Discord server. And thank you to Magic Circuit for our theme song Crush off of the album Magic is Real, when they were using the name Melt Channel. If you want to listen to their stuff, it's meltchannel.bandcamp.com or magic-circuit.bandcamp.com. And as always, I recommend first Friday of every month is when you want to support Bandcamp people. That is Bandcamp Friday. They get the biggest cut of the money on Bandcamp Friday. And Lorelai, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitch and Blue Sky at Judgment Scythe. I'm Judgment Scythe pretty much everywhere.
You can find me on Blue Sky at john.gamesline.net. And thank you so much, everybody, for listening. We'll be back with another episode of the Gamesline Podcast. See you later.
What's up,
Poop
fucker?
Okay. Guess we could just get started. I don't know if there's anything else really that we gotta like write down. I'm just here, let me get this screenshot. Okay. Goodness gracious, I'm fucking tired today. What the hell? Ugh. All right.
Hey. Okay, time dot is... Oh my god, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's one of those days.
God. Man, I kind of agree, like, people need to kind of calm the fuck down a little bit in general about all these game announcements. Like, yeah, I definitely leaning towards like we need to wait and see when things come out and not be so mad all the time.
No, I mean sometimes it's okay to be mad, but they're mad about fucking everything.
Yeah,
and half that shit is just like I watched one company, they made an AI disclosure, and it wasn't even Gen AI. Like. But everyone was freaking out at them for it. And it's like, no, these are specific tools that have been built into the program for 20 years that are exactly the same tool.
Yeah, the Steam needs to make them like be
more
specific
clear
about it. But yeah, all right, let's get started. Unless there's anything else you need to do.
Nothing else.
All right. Okay, then I'm pressing the button on go. 3, 2, 1, go. Live. And we will clap at the 50-second mark. Fantastic.
Awesome.
Damn, I guess it's not any special day on here. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's not. We've got make local time default day, apparently. No, we've got nothing.
There's gotta be.
Maybe there's more info. No? Nothing?
No.
What holidays do we have today?
It's not even letting me click on it.
What fake holiday is today? A list of today's holidays. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Sunday, June 7th. Children Awareness Memorial Day. It's June Bug Day. National Chocolate Ice Cream Day.
No, I want it for today, not tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. It's
Daniel Boone Day?
Yeah, it's Daniel Boone Day on this.
The dissolution of the union between Norway and Sweden. Wow, congratulations.
Oh, that's a huge day.
Yeah. Bedbug Awareness Week.
VCR Day.
Shampoo Week.
Gonna go full millennial and just go 6, 7.
International Supply Chain Professionals Day. Tomorrow it's Upsy Daisy Day. What the fuck is going on?
It's National Citizens Against Police Harassment, Police Against Citizen Harassment Day.
I'm not even seeing that. I got like a separate list, I guess. It's just, this is horrible. This sucks ass. Do y'all think that people are sitting there like really like putting in the effort for these holidays, like if they're not directly involved with it? Do you think there's people out there that are like, I need to contact all of the professional all the people that are lining up shipping right now and tell them I appreciate you? Is that what's happening right now in real life?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Well, that's good. That makes me happy, I guess, that's happening. Because if not, then I don't fucking know, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough about holidays. We're in the real holiday right now, which is gaming holiday. Bye-bye. And stop. Fantastic.
Good. Oh, good. Hour and a half. That's actually really good for the amount of stuff we hit. Yeah. Perfect length.
Gamesline. This is 93? Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Goodness gracious.
Oh, no, I feel you. It's a very EP day. All right, there we go.
Let's see. Assets folder. Excuse me. Oh, and also